Hey, today I want to talk to you about KTplay, the in-game community platform used by over 200 developers worldwide to aggregate, interact with, and influence their game players in real time. We're going to be looking at Flare Games' Zombie Gunship Survival, which has seamlessly integrated KTplay's community into their game. You can see the entrance button here on the right-hand side. Let's open it up. So what do we see here when we open up KTplay? Well, we have a fully customized interface that is used to match the look and feel of Zombie Gunship Survival. We have homepage features, categories, recommended, collections, etc. We'll get through these in just a moment. But one of the cool things about KTplay is that players can upload text, images, and video. So let's take a look at this video that this player has uploaded. Cool, so it's a base defense, how to create your own hands-free defense with commentary from this guy, Satsloader, who is a community moderator and player in Zombie Gunship Survival. Clicking play will load the video directly within the game. So instead of having to go out to YouTube, players can find valuable information and tips right within the game itself. And here we go. The video loads right there in the app itself. Pretty awesome. Now, as we go back, we have homepage features. So homepage features have actually been hand-selected by community managers because they will provide interesting content or update news or provide information on any sort of community or game-related event going on in the game at any given time. So we can look through. There's multiple homepage feature posts up at the top, but right now Zombie Gunship has made their main homepage feature the Halloween Slaughter event. Let's click it and open up to see what it is all about. So what do we have here? Nico, the community manager for Zombie Gunship Survival, has written a long post in detail describing the event and the rewards that players can get for participating. Below, players can favorite, like, as I've done here, or share the post to external media platforms like their Facebook, Twitter, WeChat, or other social media platforms. Below that, players have even replied to the post, talking about, their participation, their rewards, etc., etc. Below homepage features, we have categories, which break down the KTplay community forum topics into various categories. Each category has been customly named and designed to fit Zombie Gunship Survival. Let's click on weapons and see what players are talking about there. The weapons category is the go-to hub for players to discuss things weapons related. Some players, as you can see, have actually accompanied their posts with images to provide context. Players can discuss the various benefits or shortcomings of certain weapons, or ask other players if certain weapons are good, like this guy right here did. He wants to know whether or not to make the investment in upgrading them. And players have responded, helping him out. This could be something that a player might message your Facebook page or your support team about, but with the accessibility of the player base right here to help, he solved his problem in a quick and easy manner. Going back to the homepage, we now have recommended posts. Recommended posts have also been handpicked by community managers, or moderators in fact, because these managers and moderators think that the posts are interesting or can provide some sort of value to the community as a whole. So we see a bunch of the selections that have been curated by our community managers in Zombie Gunship Survival, including all these videos. One of them we've watched already, but there's another cool video, with the Frenzy Battle. So this particular battle is very exciting, and over 5,000 people have watched this video directly within the game itself. Lots of likes, lots of favorites, and plenty of replies to go around. Below recommended posts, we have collections, which are groups of similar topics that have been handpicked by community managers because they think they are useful, helpful, or interesting for their players to read and engage with. Let's see what Flare Games has chosen for their player base to look at. Flare has curated a wide array of collection topics, such as official announcements, Ultimate Survivor Bootcamp, which is a set of tutorial video guides to help players in the onboarding process. We also have fan fiction, which players have written in and been inspired to share with the rest of the community. So you have all sorts of stories about how the zombie gunship survival apocalypse came to be, as well as community guides that an individual player, Sandbox Paradox, was kind enough to create and share with the rest of the community so that other players could more successfully beat some of the later stage missions within the game. Now let's go back to the homepage. Below collections, we have Rising Topics. Now, Rising Topics have been algorithmically selected by KTplay because in the recent time period, they have been receiving lots of likes, views, comments, shares, and favorites. As you can see, these ones are all a collection of videos and images. Now that we've seen the homepage of KTplay, and we've, to a certain extent, got a sense of the forum section where you can break things down by categories, let's go on to the next subject, which is influencers. Influencers are among the most important people within your community. Why is that? Well, it's actually because they're the ones that are driving the conversation and activity within your community. We've actually provided scores, or influence rank, to players based on their contributions. Players that are posting content that is getting lots of likes, reads, comments, shares, and favorites are going to have higher influencer scores. We actually have rating boards on a daily and all-time basis. Now, since YouTube influencers and Twitch influencers are quite expensive to deal with these days, teams are starting to look to their KTplay in-game communities to build up homegrown influencers that can start by posting within the community, but eventually move outward as well. Last, I'd like to show you KT's Message Hub, which allows players to interact with one another through private messages or through community managers to message their players to alert them of ongoing activities or issues within the game. Let's message someone. I'm going to message Pines, who I've recently friended within the KTplay community. KTplay supports text, video, and image messaging. Hi. We also support emojis. Woohoo! Now that we've seen everything within the KTplay community in Zombie Gunship Survival, let's see what other teams are using KTplay for. The game Hempire actually built their KTplay community into one of the game buildings itself, the cafe, a great place to go and hang out with other people. Let's open it up. Hempire really likes to run all sorts of fun community events to energize and excite their community, as well as to hopefully promote viral content that they can share outside the community as well. They currently have an ongoing Halloween costume competition for Halloween. The event encourages players to share photos of themselves dressing up in Hempire-themed Halloween costumes and sharing these pictures of these costumes with the rest of the community. So here's a dog that has been dressed up as one of the items in-game. Here we have other people that have been dressed up as other characters within the title itself. Hempire also has a regular Fan Art Friday competition, which gets regular posts in which Hempire can then use to post on their social media. They provide all sorts of in-game rewards for people that participate in the fan art competition. So we have this fan art by Terrell, Shrinky Dinks, Dr. Green Thumb, and let's see what else is in here. Little mashup, Hempire mashup, and again, pretty cool stuff. The other interesting thing that Hempire does is it has a community entrance point deep linked into their breeding lab. Essentially, they've taken the breeding lab and provided a strategy guide right there, meaning that players don't have to leave the game to go on to Reddit or some other external forum to learn how to breed more effectively. Everything is right here in the info button. This user has put in some pretty in-depth detail as to how to breed more efficiently. Let's see how other games are using other features of KTplay. The game Soul Knight actually used a KT push notification to attract players to its new Halloween challenge. Let's open it up. So this post talks about the ongoing challenge within the game and is encouraging players to participate and take a screenshot and post it into the community itself. Lots of players ended up participating. Pumpkin challenge complete. Nice. Soul Knight also brought the players and the community directly into the game design process. They wanted to create new skins for their main characters within the game, but they weren't sure how to design them. So, they proposed it to the community to come up with the best ideas. They ran a long competition in which they encouraged players to create skin designs for all 10 of the major characters. They were encouraged to participate by providing in-game rewards as an incentive and had players post directly into the community for their ideas of new character skins. Chili Room then chose their favorite of the skins and decided to let the players vote on which ones they liked the most. They used KTplay's polling feature to really leave it up to the players to decide which character and which skin to vote for. So let's check out the werewolf and see how that went. Alright, so here's the werewolf, and it looks like the author Bad Kitty took it in a landslide. Let's see what the winning design looked like. So there you have it, a character design made by the players for the players. It's this design that will now be in the game for players to purchase and unlock. Last, let's go check out the Deeplinking feature. The game DC Legends by WB Games uses its community to advertise its in-game sales events to its community base. They have a whole section dedicated to In the Shop, which talks about the ongoing sales at any given time. Open it up, and you can deep link directly to the shop itself. By publicly advertising their ongoing sales, DC Legends is able to encourage their players to visit the shop more frequently and increase conversion. I've now covered some of the core features of KTplay. If you're interested in learning about some of our other features or some of the other use cases, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We'd be happy to provide a demo for you and your team to check out. We hope that we can work with you.